cousin. I'm from California, speak a little southern. Cheap about a dozen. Can you keep a secret? Look who in my recent. She's so indecent. You don't want no beef with. You don't want no beef with.
Damn, talk to me wild like they ain't tired to be down. Like when y'all 12, you wasn't trying to be Kyle. Copy my style and show it to their friends and try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Gap is so big it can see my house. Then again, my views too stupid, bruh, for real. Don't forget about who really do this, bruh, for real. It's so
Cali, go closer. You like a lot of to the flipping in the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra. Stick a to your nose, this rolling stone and alone. California, ill as pneumonia when we can fold you with that villain's aroma, pilling out, spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers, not pulling the out to show you, but your brains over the rover. They put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your rain, so you're hitting the bank. Don't forget that the game colder than polars. California bears, take your chain off for ya, because out of all of you squares, I'ma yeah, put it in the air like the motor hit the rotor.
It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I little. When I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Things I need you. Got my head down when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need you.
I was playing shows on outside of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me, and I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly, but the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot, well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know, yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, yeah, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said, I have a proposition. I'll stay forever if you can make me dance. I'll stay forever
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. And the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Chiefs.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
But partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, some big guy, we're going to change the play box. And it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Trying to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Mahomes now to throw. He throws there, incomplete.
Look at this Baltimore defense.
Well, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
The Ravens had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Henry is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Mahomes will do it himself. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Mahomes, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Odafe Oweh. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. quickly there, but it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Jackson going to keep it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with his sack.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. The 20. 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36.
No, we changed it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To throw, it's Mahomes. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now here's Mahomes. That quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, report! Report!
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Jackson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Report!
Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop him with just over a minute to go before halftime. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Running from the gun with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here's Mahomes to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a good effort on the return there. across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. The throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex in that. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yellow. 43. 43.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Pass complete to Rose. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Get your money up. I'm the money down. I'm all about. I'm my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago in the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. A little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage and making sure he got to the end zone. That's a big-time play right there.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Jackson from the shotgun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Jackson going to keep it. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here on Musts. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Oliver. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second and goal from inside the 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 62 yards. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Ravens 35. Harrison Butker.
after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Real quick, ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
6 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
To throw is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for Baltimore.
To throw again is Jackson. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he's that man again. It's complete. And
49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going wrong.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he stopped immediately there.
At the 49-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. This is 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd down. Henry up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the calendar changed October didn't help.